welcome to the Carla Marie Anthony Show and co-host and guest star, Little Erica.
Little Erica, good morning.
Why is Erica here today? I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I didn't know Erica was here until 30 seconds ago.
She wanted to come by. She loves watching all the emotes in the chat,
Oh.
and I'm dead ass. Like she's sitting here, like look at her face.
Yeah, there's a lot going on our side of the screen, so I get it. There's things popping up for the hype train. There's emotes in the chat. There's things coming up on our activity feed. Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
But she decided to take a little break from her snowflake watching because her and John it's snowing right now.
Yes.
And her and John and they've seen snow before, but I guess it's old news to Carolina Max, who like to sleep till 9 a.m. anyway. And they're both like this, staring out the window.
Hey, bud. All right.
Look, Erica, they're doing your emotes. Wait.
Thank you to Jordan in Puyallup, Miguel in Miami, Florida, Lisa, all gifting or subbing to the channel. So thank you.
Who's that?
Okay, we're not gonna do this. It's just not gonna happen. Because this is what happens. Did you ever have someone put a baby on the phone?
Yes.
And then they're like, "Who's on the phone?"
Okay,
and then you just have to go, "Oh, hey, baby. Hope you're having a good day,
I'll get you out of here,
baby."
You go back to the snowflakes. You go back to the snowflake.
All right, let her out. Miguel in Miami, Florida, 1,000 bits. Thank you very much for that. And according to my calculations, and by calculations, I just mean the thing on my screen, we are at Hype Train level 5. So let's do this shot.
Cool.
Move on with that.
I got my workout pants on, so I got to work out after this. I got a party shirt on.
Miguel in Miami, Florida also gifted another 500 bits, or cheered with another 500 bits.
Damn, Daniel. It's Giving Tuesday, but
I'll take it. So, Hype Train level 6 is where we are at right now. For those of you watching on YouTube, unfortunately, you can't participate, but you can join us on Thursday or any other day of the week that we go on Twitch and hang with us. Oh, look at that. Carla Marie's getting risky. That was a high pour there for the shot.
I know how to throw cocktails. Don't even.
This is a Yellowstone-inspired outfit, and
I guess mine is too. Very country.
You'll notice I've got the brand from the Yellowstone Ranch. This is a shirt that the Roosevelts sold last week or 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
You should put our referral link in there.
What is our referral link?
It's a specific secret website.
All right. Yeah, it is very comfortable. I mean, all their flannels are pretty comfortable. They have this, and they have a darker one that's kind of like it's almost like a really, really dark maroon, I think, and black. But same style. And actually, speaking of the Roosevelts, we are going to be with them. This is on the list later on, but we'll talk about it now. We are going to be with the Roosevelts this weekend in LA for LA Comic-Con. We're really it's a quick turnaround. We're basically there for a day, but I'm very excited. We've been to Seattle Comic-Con the first year we were here.
I didn't even remember.
Yeah. And Comic-Con is always, those events are always very, very fun. So we'll be down there kind of doing some videos for them, doing some videos for our channels, and just seeing everything LA Comic-Con has to offer. So if you happen to be in the LA area, or maybe you're traveling down there for Comic-Con, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Because I know when I went down to... There was a coaster there. When I went down and met up with the Roosevelts right before the pandemic, like this was the week before everything shut down, I went to Chicago and met up with some people who listened to the show or followed the show.
That's right.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Kiara's wedding is coming up. She said, remember we talked to her last week?
Yes.
She said she would try to meet up with us, but she got wedding prep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We are not dressing up. We are representing the Roosevelts, so we'll be wearing Roosevelt's gear.
We'll be wearing some of their gear. They have some new stuff that I modeled, if you remember.
Has that launched yet?
I don't think it's launched yet. I have to ask today to see if the pictures are done. Because what?
Martha's Instagram is posting about Bitcoin right now.
Oh, that sucks. That happened to my mom. And my best friend, Robbie.
I think the best thing to do is everyone reports it or something, right?
Oh, I have no idea. Because there's no way to report like a hijacked account. There's a way to report spam accounts or fake accounts. Because when it happened to
I
my
think
mom,
you
I was
can
trying to
say
help out, and I don't know.
suspicious activity or something.
Yeah, but does that get the person in trouble?
No. Yeah. See, something's up.
What?
Because I think I'm gonna get locked out of my account today.
I don't know what to do. I mean, I tried to help my mom, but she just made a brand new account. I think my friend Robbie did the same thing. They just did like their regular account plus one.
Let me
If anyone knows what to do, please help Martha. Melissa said Instagram sucks when it comes to hijacked accounts. Oh, cool. Tacoma Swifty bought 4 Roosevelt shirts this past week, and
Damn,
you used
didn't
your code for some Christmas gifts.
That's
That's awesome.
amazing.
It is a really good site for gifting because they have so many different collaborations with like licensed brands, like different movie franchises, TV shows, things like that. And they're pretty easy gifts. If you know someone's a big Star Wars
Mhm.
fan, they have a million Star Wars shirts.
That's the best part. Is
Yeah.
like there's so many like niche audiences.
And they have really loud ones. They have kind of smaller, subdued ones. Who are you texting?
Facebook
Okay.
to see.
Oh, also, Lenny said I used the CMA code for some Black Friday Seattle gummies. I loaded up. Did the CMA code work alongside the Black Friday code?
I'm pretty sure it does.
That's pretty crazy because you're basically getting them for free then.
Should've posted that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was the interesting thing about this past weekend was I was trying to stay away from my phone and celebrate, the holiday, or not the holidays, Thanksgiving. Hanging out with my family, all that stuff, while also promoting our stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like the merch store. And I feel like I missed out on opportunities to post about other cool things that we are kind of tied to, like the Roosevelt's Seattle Gummy Company,
Well,
things
you know
like
what? Small business owners never sleep.
that. I'm going to be sleeping. I plan on it because I had never slept when I wasn't a small business owner. So let's see. Luis said my husband loves, is that Louise or Luis? Right there. Oh, it's gone now.
My husband loves his Roosevelt
Yeah.
shirt.
And they subscribed to the Prime as well. So thank you very much. Carla Marie, hype train is over. Focus, focus, focus.
I'm getting the link for the people.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for all the support. Ooh. That is a really good shot.
Mhm.
All right, on to the list. World Cup Day. Are you excited, Carla Marie?
Football is life.
Are you not excited?
I haven't
Are you-
watched any of it.
You didn't watch. Oh well, you couldn't watch the USA England game
Why?
because you were getting ready for Sam's wedding. Like they had you locked up in a pen.
I only watched football. The other one, football.
What are you trying to say? I know you're trying to do the play on words. I just don't know if it's working very well.
I didn't watch a single second.
Okay. Are you gonna watch today?
When is it?
It's 11 o'clock our time.
I'll be finishing my workout, so after that.
Okay. We can what can we order? Hot dogs? Burgers?
No. Who are we playing?
We're playing Iran.
Oh. Did you see the video that one of their reporters was like mean to our player?
Maybe if you listen to the morning show podcast, you would have
Did you
known.
talk? Oh, you did talk about that.
I did talk about
Because
that.
I wrote it in the description.
Chicken fingers and fries. You're a big fan of that.
I gotta take a break.
How good is Iran? Well, they beat Wales, who we tied, but they did lose to England. So it's tough to tell because we had a draw with England. We had a draw with Wales. They won one of those games and
I
lost
hate
one of those
draws.
games. We should be better than Iran. I mean, that's statistically, like if you look at the rankings and everything, we should be better than Iran. But there have been a lot of huge upsets. Saudi Arabia beat Argentina, which was huge. I want to say Japan had a big upset.
They still not selling beer at that place?
I don't think they are.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The crazy thing is not that they're not selling beer in Qatar. It's the fact that they agreed to sell beer. And then the day before all the opening celebrations, they were like, never mind. And then FIFA lost about $75 million from Budweiser.
What do they not have beer in the country? Like, what was the reason?
It's normally if you travel to Dubai, if you travel to Qatar, I don't even know what you would do in Saudi Arabia. I know there are like American compounds there because my cousins used to live on one.
Mhm.
But generally, you're not allowed to drink. However, if you're in like a touristy spot or a hotel, they'll usually allow drinking in those areas for tourists.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But
Japan beat Germany 2-1. That was a big one.
so they said, "Hey, we're gonna serve beer at the freaking World Cup," and then they
Because
said,
they always do.
then they said, "JK, JK."
Yeah.
Wait, they always do there or just
At the World Cup.
Oh.
At the World Cup, they normally do. And yeah, Budweiser had huge plans. They were going to have all these booths everywhere, and they're all gone.
Do you think that like Budweiser got the same alert like we did about when we were young festival, and they were like, "Alert! No beer sold at the World Cup," and Budweiser was like, "Oh crap!"
Someone in the chat said, I like what Budweiser is planning on doing with the beer once the World Cup is over. I don't know what that is.
It
Are they
goes-
donating it or something?
And it's going to the country of the winning team, I think.
Like to sell?
I don't know,
Like, how are they distributing all
party?
this beer?
but you can't give away free beer. So I don't. I guess every country's rules are different, every state, but like you can't win alcohol in the state of Washington.
Yeah, good old bait and switch, says Lenny. 100%.
The World Cup is every year.
No, every 4 years.
Then why did he say next year's gonna be
I don't know.
crazy?
It's every 4. It's definitely not every year
Right, it's every 4.
because we
'Cause
get the
didn't we
next
go
one.
here? What
Huh?
did we see here in Seattle? One of the first years we were here, we went to a game. We sat very close to. It was an international game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was like, it wasn't USA, was it?
I don't know. It could have been.
We
Is
went.
it, what is it? Copa? It could have been the Copa.
Mm. No, I don't think.
But that would have been like a Mexican team or something like that we would have played.
Fred said, winning Budweiser feels more like a punishment.
Yeah, it could have been a friendly, but I don't think we saw the US team play
It wasn't US.
anyone else. So I don't know. We're gonna move on from that though. Let's see. Yeah, $75 million for them. That's crazy. I mean, Budweiser has the money. I don't like feel bad for Budweiser. I do feel bad for the fans
Mhm.
who are like planning to rage.
I wonder
couldn't.
if that crowd is like not drunk.
Let's see. Seattle in the past hosted an international friendly, has hosted international friendlies from time to time.
It
Says
was
Jordan.
either 2016 or 2017.
I don't know. Someone could do the research and figure it out. But yeah, the next one is here, isn't it? Because this is 2022.
So 2026.
So 2026 is the American one, right? Where it's going to be North American. So I believe Mexico gets 3 games, Canada gets 3 games, and we get 6 sites or something like that. I don't remember how it was exactly broken down, but something along those lines. And Seattle will be one of the host stadiums,
Crazy.
which I'm very excited about. I actually think the East Coast got too many stadiums because I want to say,
Where did they do it?
let me look it up. I think we have New York, Philly, and DC, which I think is a waste. And no offense to anyone in any of those 3 cities.
Because if you pick one city, all the people in the tri-state are going to
It's
go.
so easy
Yeah.
to get from one of those to the other. But let me look up FIFA World Cup 2026 sites. Let me see.
Damn, I
Host
was just-
cities. Damn what?
I was looking at my list of things to talk about on Twitch, and I don't know why I wrote one of them.
Okay, so New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Boston. So DC does not have one. But again, Boston, Philly, New York, too
But
close.
it's not New York. It's
New York, New
MetLife.
Jersey. Yeah, it's MetLife, which is kind of cool that the World Cup is going to be in New Jersey, out of all places.
What, and if Italy plays there, that place is going to
Oh
get
my God.
burned to the ground.
I mean, but
Do you know that when Italy won the World Cup,
Mhm.
this is my favorite thing about people in New Jersey. Okay, everyone's like America, like where I live in Jersey, right? But they're also very Italian, and they think that they were born there, even though it's like 7 generations ago. So Italy wins the World Cup. I'm in high school, maybe college. People basically create their own parade and start going up and down like the main ave in my town
I'm all for it.
in their pickup trucks or whatever cars they have, waving the Italian flag, playing Italian music. I'm like, you guys, I can't listen.
I'm all for it.
I'm all for celebrating, but it's like, don't be like, America, screw other countries. This is the best one. And then be like, Italy,
No, I think you're allowed. Like,
Viva Italia.
if Lebanon was in the World Cup,
Yeah.
I would be super pumped if
Yes.
they won.
But you aren't the same person that's like, oh, what does America got to help other countries? We're the best. That's what they do.
For the record, I made a mistake. Not Toronto. Canada only has 2 sites, Toronto and Vancouver.
That makes sense.
I'm surprised. I know. No, because it's not the same. Because Toronto and Montreal are not as close as like a Boston, New York, Philly. I'm surprised that Montreal did not get a site. But then in Mexico, you have Guadalajara, Mexico City, and Monterrey. So that's pretty cool. Who else has one? Miami. Shout out to everyone in
That'd be
Miami.
cool.
Miami will be a lot of fun.
So I have a question though. Say
Yes.
you if you play a game in Miami, your team wins. Do you go to another city? Obviously.
I mean, at some point you will. Why do you can't click on this at all, huh? Yeah, I think I would have skipped, and people in Philadelphia are going to get so mad when I say this. I think I would have skipped Philly. God bless you.
Thank you. It's true.
And maybe put it in like Chicago,
That would make more sense.
right? And
Yeah.
not because I don't think it should be in Philly, but if you already have Boston, you already have New York, it's an hour and a half between
Mhm.
Philly and New York. Maybe 2 hours.
Or just do Boston, Philly, skip New York.
They never would do that. I mean, they skipped our nation's capital. So they weren't going to skip DC and New York.
Okay.
Not a chance.
I see the chat. It's been a long time.
Oh, you can see the chat. Here you go. Is that true? Messi might join the Miami team? That would be insane.
But he wouldn't play for them in the World Cup. He wouldn't play
No,
for
no, no,
America.
I don't think he'll play in another World Cup. I don't think he'll be playing in 4 years.
Yeah.
That is the crazy thing to think of. Like, if you fail, like, if you're a favorite and you fail in the World Cup and you're 35, that's it. Even if you're 30, that might be it.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
Melissa said, real Italians hate New Jersey, New York Italians. And Tacoma
Yes.
Swifty said, having just traveled to Italy, it's way different than Jersey Italian food-wise, but I love their pride. They definitely don't have chicken farm, spaghetti, and meatballs. Food is way different. Remember your mom's story about when she was in Italy?
So my parents went there, and they got to their first restaurant, and on the
pizzas.
menu, it said margarita. So my parents ordered 2 margaritas. And
No, you're telling her wrong.
no, I'm not. You go tell my family story, Carla Marie, please.
Your mom said, I'll have a margarita and something else. They were talking about pizza. And when they came out, they brought her an actual margarita.
No, it was the other way around. They
No.
thought they were ordering drinks. I promise you, they thought they were ordering drinks and they got pizzas. And they're like, oh, maybe it's just like an appetizer, like a free appetizer in Italy. They just give you
Okay,
pizzas.
you might be right.
Thank you.
You might be right.
My
Not
brother, who also worked at Italy, which is a huge
Yeah.
Italian, I wouldn't even call it a restaurant because it's like it's a restaurant complex and
Yeah.
grocery store and bakery.
It's like a center in Italy.
He worked at a couple of their restaurants, including their fine dining restaurant, Pizza Pasta. And he said, by far, his least favorite customers were specifically New Jersey Italians that would go to Italy and ask for things that they were used to eating at like Sunday dinner. And then when it wasn't on the menu,
Like just
they
order
would
what's on the menu.
yell at my brother.
Wait, Pizza Pazza was the walk-up window.
No.
The rooftop one is the fine dining one,
No, the rooftop is seasonal.
but it's always open.
And yes, but it's not their fine dining. It's more of like a bar with,
What's the
like,
walk-up window? Like the one that's like you order and not fine dining.
there was a pizza place he worked at,
Maybe that's
which was, I don't remember what it was called. But that was more of like your grab a slice and go type of place.
That rooftop restaurant, no matter what season it is so good.
Yeah.
They do like ski stuff. At least that's what last time I went
Mhm.
in the winter, and it's so cute.
Oh, thank you very much look at that. We got 2 hydration reminders and a posture check. UK Frog, congratulations on moving on to the knockout round.
Meg said she worked at Italy too, and Pizza Pasta is the casual restaurant, not the fine dining.
Okay, maybe he did not work in the fine dining. But either way, it was a sit down restaurant that he would work in. Because he moved around to like 3 or 4 different things within Italy.
My sister said that when she went to Italy for her honeymoon, she never, not once, felt bloated or sick because they don't use gluten in anything. Everything is freshly made. And when they went to
Don't use gluten.
they went to a cooking class, and the chef that like did the class with them in Italy was like, our stuff isn't like pre-made like a lot of America is, where it's got to sit on a shelf for a long
Okay.
time. It's so much of what we do in Italy is fresh because we have farms, we have everything. We're on the coast. It's easy to do. And it's just, my sister was like, the only time, I think she said she never felt sick even with the wine. She said, I drank a whole bottle of wine and felt fine because there were no sulfates, none of this stuff. Like, and she couldn't believe it. She's like, you have to come here. You would love it. And I was like, yeah, I bet.
But as we move on, that was all, I guess, soccer talk. But I'm very excited.
Yes, it's.
What?
Finish your thought.
I'm just very excited for the game.
Today.
It's going to be wild. I think the history between the two countries, the fact that both, it's already a play-in game.
Yeah.
You know, it's already basically a knockout game. If Iran wins, they're in. If we win, we're in, and that's it. There's a chance we could actually win the group. If we win today, we would end up with 5 points. If England loses to Wales, they end with 4 points, and we win the group and get a better seeding in the knockout round.
Damn.
But it's unlikely that Wales, after losing to Iran, tying us, and knowing that they're done for the tournament, it's unlikely that they're going to win. Ecuador and Senegal tied 1-1 right now. Thank you very much for that update.
It's awesome. I'll see a few questions about the snow. Yes, it's snowing here. And I was going to say this is the earliest it's ever snowed in the city in a season, but it's not. It snowed in October one year. But
It's
for
I
me.
mean, it's not going to like stick though.
You don't know that.
That's not going to stick.
No, the people are going crazy.
Speaking of soccer, has anyone watched Welcome to Wrexham on Hulu?
Oh no, I've seen it.
I've seen people have suggested it to me. I just haven't made time to sit down and watch it. When are we getting Ted Lasso?
There's no answer, I don't think.
There's got to be an answer.
But we're not watching it until we watch everything.
Ted Lasso season 3.
We want to watch it all over again.
Release date, cast, and news. TVguide.com.
Go to the very bottom.
Whoa, they posted this a couple days ago.
Oh, so it's news.
Release date.
That's
There's
what
no
they said.
date yet.
I told you. So don't put it in the headline. This is what I can't stand.
Let's see. The 12-episode season 3 was originally expected to premiere sometime in the fall of 2022. With the aforementioned delays, blah, blah, blah. That's not going to happen. According to Puck, that's someone they mentioned earlier, I guess. Season 3 is expected to be released in winter or early spring 2023. But even that wide range is up in the air.
I told you.
That's unfortunate.
I'm sick of these headlines. It literally says that in the headline.
Yeah, it says Ted Lasso. Well, it says release date, cast, and news.
That was like the article I
and
read.
it's the final season?
Yeah. Yeah, that's real.
That show should be put in a time capsule and like copied over 1,000 times so that whenever the apocalypse hits and then they like rebuild a society, that remains.
Yeah,
That
I'm
should
with
be the
you.
show. If you told me what's one show that you wish people would think the world looked like, Ted Lasso.
Uh-huh. It does a great job at explaining humans.
Well, it's a kind show, and I
Mhm.
would like to be thought of as a kind world. It's not,
I was gonna say.
but we can lie. You know?
The thing I was gonna say about headlines is when the whole Jennifer Aniston article came out, where
What
she
Jennifer
like
Aniston?
opened up about trying to go through IVF and all this stuff. There was an article, it may have been BuzzFeed, that was like Jennifer Aniston's ex, Justin Theroux, what he has to say about her interview.
Mhm.
So I'm like, all right, let me see what he has to say. So I start scrolling, and I scroll pretty fast because BuzzFeed was setting up, as they do, the exact article instead of just telling me what Justin Theroux said. So I'm scrolling, and I'm like, what did he have to say? Because they were going through IVF together. Scrolling, and then I get to the bottom, and it's her Instagram post about the interview
Mhm.
and his comment, which was 2 emojis.
That was his comment.
That was his reaction to her. And I was like, I'm never, ever, ever clicking on one of these articles ever again.
That happens a lot with sports articles too. It'll be like, what does Kevin Durant have to say about blah, blah, blah? And the thing, I always know I'm getting into a crappy article when it starts with Kevin Durant, who played Texas
Yeah.
played college basketball, University of Texas, and then was drafted number whatever overall by the Seattle Supersonics, and then started his career with Oklahoma City. Every time they do that, I'm like, oh, this is a
Yep.
garbage article that I'm about to get into. But I'm already in it. Let me see where this goes. And then it'll give you the first 13 years of his career. And then finally, it'll just be a screenshot of a tweet.
It's awful.
And I want to blame all of these websites, but at the same time, all they're doing is playing to the algorithm. And if you spend more time on a website, it
It's be-
ranks higher
right, and then they
in search results.
and
And
they could go
then,
back to their advertisers and say, like, people are spending this much time, so an
yeah.
ad in the middle of an article is great.
And then there's 18 ad breaks.
And then the ad goes in front of the words.
Yeah. Man,
Why
the
do-
internet stinks. I mean, it's good for this. I'm enjoying this part of the internet. What is the best part of the internet? Other than, I don't know, booby pictures.
Cat pics.
Cats have ruled the internet for a really long time.
Since the 90s. It's snowing, like, a lot.
Okay. Would you like to continue talking about that?
I'm going to just open this so I can look.
Okay.
The neighbor's roof is covered.
Okay.
Do we have to shovel?
No.
We got some ice salt stuff.
No, when you said we, what did you mean by that? Okay, that's what I thought. Nick NYC 718, thank you very much for the hydrate reminder. I just drank. Mr. Miami Cool said it's in the mid 70s here. I am jealous of that. As much as I love the snow and snowboarding, I'd much rather be warm all the time. Like when people are like, oh, but I don't like Florida. They don't have seasons. They don't have the shitty ones.
It's the humidity for me.
Okay, Arizona.
Oh, I'd move to Arizona in a heartbeat. I'd tell you that all the
But
time.
people say the same thing, like, oh, I could never move to Arizona. They don't have the seasons.
It's my mom.
The
My mom.
stupid ones. The ones where you're shivering, the ones where you're shoveling, the ones where you're slipping and salting. Those are the seasons that no one wants. Don't give me late fall in Minnesota or deep winter in New York. Get out of here.
Jasper, Minnesota
Garbage.
said... Wait.
Absolute garbage.
Jasper, Minnesota said, people excited about snow are the ones who never get snow.
Yeah.
I'm so over winter. Tacoma Swifty said, you take it back. Fall's the best season.
Nope. It is not.
Spring is. Because spring is full of hope. Because you just came out of this gloom and you're like, the sun is coming. And I think spring is almost more exciting than summer because the anticipation of summer most times is better than summer because summer's like 8 days.
Listen, I'm a summer person. Give me summer all the time. Give me 85, 95 degrees. Give me scorching sun. I'm Middle Eastern. Just give it to me. Give it to me all.
I'm Mediterranean.
You are Mediterranean.
I love the hot.
I think it was Mr. Miami Cool in the chat, or who was it? Yeah, Mr. Miami Cool said they've never seen snow. Was that who it was? Yeah, Mr. Miami Cool. I've never seen snow. So this was cool. When my cousin Michelle, who's visiting us right now, when she first moved to New Jersey, she had never seen it snow. Because she lived in the Bay and it never snowed exactly where she lived. So it wasn't until she was like in her mid-teens.
You want to hear something so wild? In second grade, there was this girl named Donna Snow. She moved to New Jersey from Florida and had never seen snow.
And with a name like that, she's definitely a porn star now.
Hey, leave her alone. She was great.
I'm not saying
was a
she
great
wasn't.
porn star. And I remember sitting in class and it started snowing and we were all like, look! And she was like, oh my God, snow. It's crazy.
Let's see. Spring and summer in Phoenix is the worst. 112 degrees. No, thank you. I'll take it.
I'm fine with it.
I'm telling you, I've been there. I mean, yeah, I've been to Arizona in July, like right around 4th of July weekend. Loved it. Was it hot? Yeah, it was.
Got to replace your tires.
But I would take that heat
over New Jersey humidity.
over negative 20 in New York.
Listen,
because that happens.
I love Arizona. I'll go on a hike early in the morning. I'll hike Camelback every day.
Let's see. Anthony Island for this one literally says Sunali. Oh, there we go. It's Magnot Megan said, I'm on Anthony Island today.
I'm on Anthony Island. I said I would like the heat. I was just saying what my favorite season is.
So you're a spring baby.
Yeah, but I've been telling you for years that I will live in Arizona.
Okay, go for it. I'll tell you not to go. Let's see. This is from Jordan in Puyallup. She said, Anthony, I was not able to say this earlier when you were talking about Messi. Beckham, who owns Miami MLS, has been in talks and contract negotiations with Messi for over 9 months. Jeez. The theory is that Messi is on the line of retiring and has been consulting Beckham. And this is what Beckham did. He did. I think Beckham really, as much as, I'll root against English soccer every day of the week, Beckham really put Major League Soccer on the map. And he's the reason Thierry Henry came here. He's the reason Kaká came here. Fun name. And if Messi comes, that'll be great. And if the MLS has to be for a couple more years the place where big stars come to take some extra paychecks at the end of their career, whatever.
We'll take it.
We'll take it because I think Major League Soccer is getting very good. There was actually a really good interview that I watched with, oh my God, Bradley Wright Phillips, who played for the Red Bull, and Terry Henry. They were on someone else's podcast. And Terry Henry talks about the first time he came over to America and played for the New York Red Bulls and how he totally underestimated the brand of American soccer and how different it was and not how much harder it is to play, but how the difference makes it difficult.
It's interesting.
Because I guess one of his first games was in Dallas in the summer. And he was like, I had never played in a place where it was 100 degrees. And and you're supposed to run out there. And he was saying how, and this is true about the different brands of soccer, European soccer is way more, it just has more finesse to it than the American game. But that means American games are a lot tougher. You're going to get hit playing American soccer. And he just wasn't prepared for that. And that's why his first season was so lackluster. This is one of the best players of all time. And he came to America and just struggled because he couldn't deal with the schedule, the type of play, the heat. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, Senegal took the lead over Ecuador. That's actually pretty impressive. Let's see. Before we move on from soccer, I feel like we've talked about soccer more than I've ever talked about it before in my life.
Sports with the Z.
Here's a question for you. What old trend are you still doing? So the reason I bring this up is basically since May, since we were at Stagecoach, my friend Richie and I have been sending each other our Wordle answers literally every day. I mean, you could go back every single day we have messaged each other. And then I found out that my mom and my brother also do the same thing. And I feel like Wordle's not cool anymore. Like it's kind of, people are over it. Everyone was doing it for a couple days.
It's not cool.
But what trend like that are you still doing? Are you still doing any of them?
I'm very trendy. I stick with the new trends.
So only new trends for Carla Marie.
Now, what am I still doing? Parting my hair down the middle? Oh, God, it doesn't even look like the middle. Ah!
Oh, let's see. Kelsey said I play it every day. Drown you out. I'm still doing it. Skinny jeans sometimes, says Jill from New Jersey.
I don't do that.
No skinny jeans?
I was very happy. Here's why. When Gen Z was like, we're done with skinny jeans, I was like, praise Gen Z because I look like Patrick Stump when I wear skinny jeans.
How so?
I look like a short, bulky man.
Man, apparently I still play HQ.
Oh, HQ trivia.
I thought the whole thing was like dead. Or did it come back? Because someone has to host HQ trivia, right?
I don't know, maybe not. You could just do trivia questions.
I guess you could just have a screen up there. I think I played HQ trivia like literally once. We were at work and someone was like, "Oh, you gotta download this app or whatever. Go to the website." Was it an app? It was an app, right?
You used to play a girl that you used to talk to all the time. There's a girl that you were like kind of hooking up with, and you guys would play HQ trivia all the time.
No, we did not.
Yes, you did. What was a different one?
It was what was that trivia game?
It was HQ. I will bet it.
Carla Marie. Trivia Crack, is it?
Oh, maybe.
Trivia Crack? Let me see. Yeah, Trivia Crack. That was the logo.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, Trivia Crack was the game that I played. Played it a lot, not every day. Yeah, Trivia Crack. Thank you very much, Drown You Out and Jolly Russian Buddhist.
I don't know. I mean, having a teddy bear.
Yeah, that's just weird.
That's my old trend.
Jen said a few of us still post our Wordles on Discord every day.
That's right.
I will join that.
You should.
I will do it. Except I do it at night. It's like the last thing I do before I go to bed because I normally go to bed after midnight. So that's what I do.
Do it.
It's kind of my like, all right, day's over.
I don't like when it comes to like fashion stuff. I feel like I do gravitate towards new styles, which actually are old styles at this point.
Okay.
But when
like
something
what?
like new is out, I'm like, oh, I want that. So I'll like toss my skinny jeans out the window. But I'll tell you what, I will not do.
What?
Low rise jeans.
Why not?
Because Dude, would you like me to unroll my leggings right now to where low-rise jeans would be and show you what it looks like?
You do whatever you want. Melissa said, "Is Farmville still a thing?" Oh, you know what my mom, and I think your mom probably does this too. What's that Facebook game?
Jules?
Candy Crush.
Excuse me, not anymore. My mom does some Jewel one.
A Jewel one. No, my mom is still, I think, every day Candy Crushing it. Which, again, a game I've never played. I've never even opened up. Is it because there's a designated mobile app too? Like you can play on Facebook, and there's a designated mobile app, and I've never touched either of those. World of Warcraft Fridays, says Mr. Miami Cool. I remember that.
That is.
Have you ever played any of the Warcraft games?
No.
They're fun. The original Warcraft games, I was never a World of Warcraft person, which is like a tower defense game that you did like multiplayer. I was old school Warcraft 2, Orcs vs. Humans. Loved that game. Absolutely loved it.
I'm trying to think, like, is there anything that my nieces and nephews like make fun of me for? I'm very hip.
Yep. You going to marching band practice soon?
Are you kidding? I use these for my new headshots. The shirt is my new headshot.
What's the headshot for? It's not for stuff we're doing together, is it?
No.
Okay,
it's just
thank
for
God.
me. It's so cool. This is a rental from Armoire, and I read the reviews, and one of the people commented and was like, "This is so tacky, I couldn't even get myself to wear it around the house." And I was like, "Add to case."
It's interesting.
They were like, "Just so you know, I thought these things were just silver. They are rhinestones."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Hell yeah."
Like a rhinestone cowboy. You done? Let's see. Des said, "I still play Trivia Crack." That's one that I think I'm going to bring back. And I think if I got my brothers to play Trivia Crack, I think they would enjoy it.
I would I would play a trivia game against my own family because I would win every game. But in your family, I would lose every game.
I do like that flare jeans are coming back.
With
some outfits, it can be cute.
Said no one who lives in the Pacific Northwest.
That's true. Get real grimy at the bottom of those.
Yes. Well, don't whine. In or out.
All right. Let's.
Look at all the snow.
Can anyone see her? Oh, there you go. I was blocking her the whole time.
She's at the door.
Ooh, Words with Friends. So Words with Friends, I was talking to my cousin Rudy because I guess he still plays every now and then.
Really?
I guess.
That was like Scrabble, right?
Yeah. And he told me to download the app because we used to play together.
Oh, cool.
And then he never played. And then I tried to play by myself, but the app changed so much. There's like a million pop-up ads now, and it wasn't a good experience. Speaking. Let's see. The radio fam said, "I love flares," and she grew up in the Pacific Northwest, Carla Marie. What?
If you lean this way, everyone will see her arm coming underneath the door.
I don't think so.
It was.
Oh. Yeah, it got very spammy in regards to Words with Friends. That's an old one. Wardo, I still check in on Foursquare.
What? I didn't even know you could.
I didn't know you could do that either anymore. Foursquare, remember everyone wanted to be like the mayor of a place?
Scary. Every
It was
day.
like, oh, I'm the mayor of this deli in New Jersey.
Scary became the mayor of Z100.
Makes sense. I really was playing Word. Well, there is like a solo version you can do of Words with Friends, or you play a computer, or like an AI version. Heroes of Might and Magic was a good game. I guess that was a big game back in the day, but not like at the level of a Words with Friends or Candy Crush or anything like that, or Wordle.
I miss Vine. Wish Vine would come back. I guess.
Isn't TikTok just Vine?
Yeah, but Vine was 6 seconds.
Yeah.
I didn't get roped into watching a 90-second video of trash.
Pokemon Go. So my little cousins still play Pokemon Go, and then I have seen adults still walking around the Seattle area and Bellevue playing Pokemon Go. Surprisingly, even though I have played it, I don't really enjoy it.
Because you can't lay down and play it with Max on top of
Yeah, I think it's because there's some effort that goes into Pokemon Go.
It's not surprised.
Now, if Pokemon Go goes into like the metaverse and you could put on a headset and like walk around,
I'm sure it'll happen.
that'll be cool. I don't know. Pokemon, like the Nintendo company and Pokemon are pretty selective about the platforms they go on.
I don't blame him.
So, if you want a new puzzle game, by the way, There is a Pokemon puzzle game.
Like digital?
Yeah, it's how would I explain it? It's kind of like a two dots type thing, or dots where you have to like match up different Pokemon and things happen on the screen. I
Okay.
guess it would probably be
Ooh.
similar to Candy Crush.
2 Dots was a good one.
But it's in the App Store, I believe, on Android and iPhone. Let's see. There was a comment from Marijuana that I cannot see now. Where'd it go? Hold, please. Are you seeing?
No, I just keep hearing screaming.
Out there. Oh, here we go. What? Oh, she's on top. We have a bunch of suitcases in the hallway.
You can't go play in the snow yet.
All right. Marijuana said a client of mine uses it to get out and walk every day. That is cool. Like if you need a motivator to get out there, get off your ass, because a lot of people do. Sometimes I'll sit here and realize that I've been sitting down for 7 straight hours.
It's crazy.
So if you do need a reminder, playing Pokemon Go is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you look up from time to time and don't get hit by a car or walk off a cliff or whatever people were doing at the height of Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Meg said, can we bring games back on this stream? I loved when you played them. Yeah, we actually got some new ones that we could play.
I think in the new year, what we're going to do, because we have so many games that we actually have to get rid of, I think we are going to post all of them onto like OfferUp
Okay.
for $5 or $6, whatever the minimum is to get free shipping from OfferUp. And we'll play one every day. And then hopefully people will say, oh, that game looks fun and it has all the pieces. I'll buy it for cheap.
We can also give it away.
We could. But then we have to pay for shipping. Or they have to pay for shipping.
Yeah.
Like if you just put it up for $6, I think we're all good. Something like that. Can we do guest star with the games? We can. So if you have not signed up for guest star, I don't know if I put it on the list. I did not. Guest star is a way that within Twitch, within the chat, you can choose to request to join us.
We did this yesterday.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you watch the YouTube video, you can see it. If someone wants to try it right now, go for it. You can choose to join us with audio or video. So like you can call in. Very similar to Clubhouse or on an Instagram Live where you can request to join the person. Kind of the same idea, except everyone gets to see that you're doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, do it on Whatnot, said Marijuana. Whatnot is an app I still need to buy and check out.
Buy.
Or not buy, download and check out. I don't know why I said buy.
What was I gonna say about games? Yeah, we just have to make sure if we do it on guest star, the games don't require you to take a card.
We could pull a card for them and show them.
Yeah, true.
We'll figure it out. How do you know what's funny is I forgot how to even look at guest. Oh, here's guest star. Let's see if anyone tries. Backstage activity will be recorded. Okay.
We have to figure out how to make, I guess, but it doesn't make sense that why this camera isn't being used.
I'll fix that once we update everything. That's a new year thing. Because I have to switch a lot of background stuff that we do so that one camera can go to 2 places. Normally, the reason that happens is one camera feed cannot be
It makes sense, yeah.
seen by 2 different sources, but you can do it through OBS. Oh, we've polished up guest star. What do they polish?
You can see your requests, share your screen.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Well, if anyone feels like requesting, we'll leave that open for a couple minutes.
I want to talk about 2 shows that I started watching.
Go for it.
One of them is The Santa Clauses on Disney Plus, and it's a series, but it's based off. It's the Santa Claus. Tim Allen's in it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. If you start watching it, give it till the 2nd episode.
First one stinks.
It's a little what is happening here? It's a little wonky. But it's Tim Allen. I forget the woman who plays Mrs. Claus. They're both in it, and then there are some people who start making comebacks, and it's
From the show or randoms?
from the original.
Okay, cool.
And
from the movie?
From the movie. And the whole idea is about how Santa's losing his magic because people don't really believe in Santa anymore because they can get their stuff off of Amazon. So they don't need to wait until Christmas.
I think Julie just said she made it 10 minutes into that show.
No, you have to keep watching it. I'm telling you.
How many Santa Claus movies? There were 3?
There was the Santa Claus,
Yeah. I know there was an Escape Clause.
Escape Clause, and there's a 3rd one with Jack
is-
Frost. Or that's the 2nd one.
Is Tim Allen in all of them?
Yes.
Tim Allen, Santa Claus. Tim Allen, Santa Clauses.
That's the one now.
Yeah.
I think it's probably my favorite Christmas movie. I
It's
know
a
I
good
say
one.
Elf is, but this is it.
I think I want to watch Jingle All the Way again. Jingle All the Way was a very, very good movie.
I'm telling you guys, it's so cute.
The Santa Clauses.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
no
just
one,
a
no
slow
one's
start.
requesting guest star, which
Maybe
is
it's
totally
not
okay.
And then another thing I started watching is it called Wednesday? The
Yes.
Addams Family one. It's so good.
Wednesday does look very good.
It gives me Umbrella Academy vibes.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
very much so. I was not
Um,
expecting it to be as gruesome as it was. There's like a lot going on.
Let's see. The Christmas Chronicles 1 and 2 are our new Christmas movies, says Meg. And then,
They don't see guest star, that's why.
oh, do I invite guests? No, wait. I don't want to do that. Requests. Oh, I have to turn them on. Huh. Okay, get started. All right, just to make sure that it's not like total randoms that jump in and hijack us. Just my followers. So as long as you follow, you don't have to subscribe, but as long as you follow, you will have access to this.
Don't do audio only.
I
They
will
can
not do
choose.
audio only. Start requests. Okay, now it should be up. All right, let's see what Mark is up to.
Martha, we can put them all at once.
We could. I just need, let's see. Whoever connects first.
Well, we're just not going to kick the other person out.
No, but they'll just be ready.
I'm just waiting to hear them in my ears.
And I got to make sure that is unmuted. I'm learning, you know?
Getting ready.
All right, slot guest. Send to guest slot 1. Mark, are you there? Oh, Mark?
Hey guys.
Oh, there we
Hey,
go. So
it's so
it's a
cool.
little bit of a delay to get the person finally on, but it is super clear once they're here. Mark, what are you doing right now?
I am getting ready to head to the stadium.
Oh, no. So you actually have to work in. So for people who don't know, you work for the Colorado Rockies, Major League Baseball team.
Yes. Yes.
The office is actually in the stadium.
Yep.
Every day.
Single day. It's still weird.
That's cool.
Where do they even put offices?
My office is near the dock, so it's cold right now.
Oh, next to the dock. Okay, so like
Oh.
by like the back end, or not back end, but the part that people wouldn't normally walk by.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do baseball employees do during December and November?
Right now I have a lot of MLB auction stuff I'm doing.
And-
Baseball employees
Oh,
Oh,
we can hear ourselves in the background
that's.
now.
I think it's Megan.
December and November.
Oh,
Better?
there we
Yes,
go. Thank
okay.
you, Matt. Oh, so we have multiple people on right now.
I'm clicking all the buttons.
Okay, this is why Carla Marie doesn't get things. So Meg, say hello to Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hello.
Oh, that actually,
So
that is
cool!
pretty cool that we could connect people like that.
Oh my god, I love it.
And didn't you want to do a weather thing or something super riveting
Oh
today?
yeah. So, Mark, what is the weather for you in Denver?
It's like 40 degrees.
What? It's warmer there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
Okay. And Megan, what is the weather near Cleveland, Ohio?
I think it's also probably about 40 degrees.
Well, Mark, we are going to let you go. Thank you for checking out
Guest star.
Guest Star and helping us figure this out. And we're going to talk to Meg for a little bit.
Yep, you look great.
You
You
look
look
great.
great. Oh, we
Oh, we
kicked her
lost
out.
Meg just just as we did that.
See, now interesting. It's been saying Martha's been waiting to connect for a while.
Maybe her connection's not good. I don't know. Or maybe she has to click
wait.
something on her end.
She's back here now. Okay, Meg, you there?
Yeah, I don't know what my phone did. I think I put it down and it closed. Yeah.
That happens. So,
Interesting.
Meg, what are you up to this morning?
Well, it's 11, almost 12 here, so I'm actually making lunch. I'm on vacation.
Oh.
Nice. And you're spending your vacation with us?
Yes, and my sister like a million times because our birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, yay!
That's cool.
Twin birthdays.
So do you guys still, as adults, celebrate birthdays together? Because I'm sure growing up you had to, right?
Yes, and it's funny because since our birthday's tomorrow, we're celebrating with different people like every day this week. And we didn't have anything planned tomorrow. And I'm like, do we really need to celebrate it a fourth time? And my brother-in-law was a little bit insulted by that.
Well, you know what? you only have a couple, not a couple. You have a limited amount of birthdays in your life. Celebrate all of them. Enjoy it.
I guess that's true.
So we'll take a shot for you on Thursday then. Oh,
Let us know if you hear this, Meg.
Yep.
There we go. This is great. All right, Meg, we're going to let you go. And we are not going to be on the show tomorrow, so happy early birthday.
yeah, tell Kelsey the same.
Thank you. She's in the chat.
Oh. Hi, Kelsey.
Happy birthday to you, too. You get that song as well, since you're twins. All right, we'll talk to you later. You look great.
You look great.
I don't know. Now, how do we kick her out?
I don't know, because there's usually like a thing on there, but connection is, and
She
it left.
Click that one.
Okay. I just wish this part was faster.
I know.
It's just, we need,
see now. Oh,
there we go.
Oh my God, our first video.
And we actually have video. Hold on.
Hold on.
Let me see if I can pull this in.
It's going to look weird for you because we're on Anthony's.
Yeah, you're on the.
Yeah.
We'll fix that eventually. Where was it? I can probably, no.
This is so exciting. When it
We'll
works.
talk to Martha while I figure this out.
So Martha, what's going on with your Instagram account?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's right.
It's
We
complete
started this
fraud.
by talking about you being hacked, right?
Yes.
Sucks.
Apparently, people are getting like weird info from me. So sorry.
Yeah,
Is it all Bitcoin related?
Yep.
sucks. If we hear anything on what you're supposed to do, we'll let you know. But it happens so often, you would think they'd have a plan.
It's weird because a friend of mine got a picture. They screenshotted what I sent with my phone background. That wasn't my phone background.
That's what happened to your mom. They take something from like your Instagram and make it your phone background.
They want to make it
Yeah.
look like it's legit.
Yeah. It's creepy.
Yeah, it's wild. It is so wild. What the heck? The cat's.
That's not working.
Oh no. Well, we can see Martha. This is
Yeah.
so exciting.
We'll figure out the video thing later. One step at a time here.
This is great.
So, Martha, other than dealing with being hacked this morning on Instagram, what's going on in Kansas?
Well, it's kind of gloomy out today.
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
but
we need the weather check.
Oh yeah, it's like 40-ish. And that's it. And I'm getting ready to leave for Florida on Thursday.
That's
Sweet.
right. You have so much fun. So, what time you
Mhm.
leave Thursday after our show or before?
No, we leave at like 9 a.m.
Okay.
here. So
So
You'll miss
before
the
our show there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I was, and I don't think we ever talked about this. I was supposed to go to Kansas this week, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I was going to fly to Kansas City, Missouri, then drive over to Lawrence, Kansas, and watch Seton Hall
Lose.
most likely get annihilated by Kansas. But instead, we are going to LA, so that trip's not even happening
Yeah.
this year.
Oh,
But
That's okay. Martha
Well,
wouldn't have
that's
been
good.
there.
exactly.
then I wouldn't have felt bad for
Yeah.
not being here.
Martha, we are going to let you go. Good luck with Instagram.
Yeah.
You look great.
Thanks. You look great, guys.
You look great.
Look at that. You look great shirt.
She's wearing her You Look Great shirt, guys. So cool. No one can see it though. So we can
This
be
is
like,
once this gets a little quicker and I figure out our end of it better. This thing is awesome,
yeah. It's cool.
and it's so clear.
Oh, wait.
What?
Oh, that's your thing.
What?
I thought that was something else.
Oh, okay. It's just so clear. Like it's clearer than Zoom. It's clearer than any of the other things that we've had to use, and people are just using their phones. It's great.
Oh, Meech said this happened to her friend and she got her account back. I can ask her what she did.
Yes, please.
Yes. And then text me and then I can email Martha because you can't DM Martha.
Oh yeah, because the account's hacked. There was something else. Oh, Melissa just asked if we're going back to sandals anytime. Listen, anytime they'll have us, we'll be there. If they called us tomorrow and said, "Hey, we need you at sandals in a week or tomorrow," I'd be there.
I'd say, can I bring my cats? They'd say,
They
we
have
have
enough.
too many.
They have enough cats. I don't think your cats would like being with that many other cats. And you can also message
Oh.
Martha on Discord.
Thank you, Sonali.
So if anyone has info, hop into our
Yes.
Discord. How do we put our Discord chat in there?
It doesn't
Wanna grab-
automatically when someone says,
Well, because it updates, so it's not always the right link. Remember
Okay.
we dealt with that a while ago? It like updates the link or refreshes the link. That newsletter link is the same though. You can always use that. Oh, are you not doing that?
yes. The newsletter for?
No. Discord. We'll put that in the chat and then we'll get out of here because I've got to do a boxing class. Carla Marie's got to do her workout class, and then we are going to be watching some World Cup and hopefully watching the U.S. beat it on.
Failed to make invite link.
There you go. Let's see. What old trend have you stuck to? Got that? Oh, and this Bluetooth cassette player. I just want you put it in there. Oh,
Yeah,
Meg put it in
did.
there.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Thank you very much, Meg. I just want to pull this up on the screen for a second, and then we're going to get out of here because I found
Oh,
possibly the stupidest tech device of all time. Where'd it go? Oh, it's on page 2 now. Hold, please.
great, and there are a million posts a day. I kind of love it.
No, stop it. Hold on. There is no reason to like this. How do I put this up here? Grab that.
There's so many things that Anthony has to do to tinker with to make something happen.
Yeah. If this was planned a little better, it'd probably be smoother, but it's not.
You're not talking into microphone.
If it was planned a little better, it would be smoother, but it's not. Oh, here we go. Window capture. Web. Use that. And then here it is. Here it is. The dumbest thing you're going to
I
see
think
today.
I want it.
No, you don't.
I'm asking for this for Christmas,
It is a Bluetooth cassette player.
but I don't have cassettes to play.
So what would you do?
Oh no, I do. I got the where's
some
it?
old Z100 ones.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do. You're going to spend
Well, how else am I going to listen to that? $120.
how much is this thing? $120 for a Bluetooth cassette player. It does have a mic, so you could record yourself if you want.
Well, the crazy thing is, like, so much of that money probably goes to the fact that there's Bluetooth technology in it. Just add a headphone jack.
No, I mean, these headphones have Bluetooth technology,
Oh.
and they're $25.
I guess there's no more like cassette makers around.
I mean, I think it's just the nostalgia. They are charging you for nostalgia.
I think I want it.
I don't think there was anything really enjoyable about the cassette
You
experience.
could rewind with a pencil. What are you talking about?
And that was so annoying. Or like the tape would pop.
This will be my what trend am I still doing?
Are you actually going to buy a cassette?
Well, is there a cheaper one somewhere?
A cheaper Bluetooth cassette
Well,
player?
I don't need it to be Bluetooth.
And they do have a headphone jack on it, just so you know.
Is there a cheaper cassette player?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure you could go to Goodwill and buy a cassette player for $5.
I don't know. It might be in a museum.
Let's see. There are not a lot of new tapes coming out, says Marijuana. Are people like, this is like when people started re-releasing vinyls. People are re-releasing cassettes. I know actually if you go, I think we talked about it. If you go to Forever 21,
Urban
Urban Outfitters, that's what it was. They sell a lot of newer artists on cassette.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Oh,
like a
there's one
trendy
right here.
thing.
Upgraded cassette player with external speaker, $35.
The external speaker is that's way more useful than a Bluetooth.
Oh my God, look at this one.
What? Oh, that's like for meetings though, I think. I think that's to like you record a meeting, you put it in the middle of the room, and it picks up everything. Sweet Eats by V said a few months ago I found my old cassette Walkman. My 15-year-old sister had no idea what it was.
Oh my
and
God.
she shouldn't.
I got to go back and watch this video. My younger sister, 31 years old, asked my niece a bunch of questions to see if she knew like what they were. And she knew none of them. And we were like,
Yeah.
I got to see what they were.
That's how
And,
age works.
Yeah, it was crazy. Well, she's 19.
That's significantly younger than you. Yes or no?
15 years.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot of time.
Here's the difference. My older sister, I mean, I think I'm looking at is that Ashley and I failed at teaching her things because
a little bit.
I knew,
Oh, I just kicked the light by accident.
okay, Caroline,
Continue.
I knew so much of their music and so many things that like we were so, I guess, educated on 90s pop culture, 80s pop culture.
But also, you have to remember how quickly things started to change basically in the year 2000. You know, once downloading music became a thing, then streaming became a thing, all of that changed drastically. Whereas when we were younger, the technology wasn't that different.
No.
Cassettes had been around for like 20 years. There were 8 tracks before that. but it was all very similar. And the method of getting the music, regardless of what you played it on, was very similar, right? You went to a store, to a record store, or like a Walmart, because they started selling CDs
Yeah.
and tapes, and you bought those things and you played them in the appropriate player. So even if the technology was a little different, the method, the system was very similar. And then downloading music became a thing.
Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna find out though, because it was like shockingly hilarious learning all these things that 19-year-olds don't know, that we feel like are just so part of who we are.
This is probably what people felt like during like the Industrial Revolution, right? Like when machines started becoming a real thing, and there were women that were like, "Oh, I used to make my clothes from like a string, and then I would sew the whole thing together or knit the whole thing together." And then there was probably like a 12-year-old then that was like, "Well, why can't you just go to the store and pick it up, or go to the factory and pick it up?" And they're like, "Oh my God, this person doesn't know how to thread a shirt." I don't know.
It was less about what she doesn't know how to do and more of that she just doesn't know what these things are.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah,
But
it happens.
okay, get this thing.
It happens until we get old and die. And then someone else, and then your niece is going to be the person that's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe my little nephew Michael doesn't know how to, I don't know, play hopscotch." I don't know how that was the thing.
Use Instagram.
He doesn't even know how to use a remote because they just have a chip in their brain and they think of the channel they want to see and it pops up in their face. That's going to be a thing one day.
All right, Cub Scouts.
We are
get
outta
to
here?
work. We gotta get to workouts.
Peace out. We will see you on Thursday.
Yes.
USA. USA. USA.
USA.
All right. Well, I wish I had this up before and we could have just transferred over, but here we are.